Hi guys, it's Katie here from Creativa, and I wanted to do a quick flip through of the album that I've made on video so you can see how it's made. But now that it's all finished, I wanted to give you a quick flip through so that you could have a look. So I have used the Broderie SVG files, and they are available from my Etsy store as an instant digital download if you're interested. So I'll put the link in the description box below and you can go over and check them out. SVG files are scalable vector graphic files, so you can upload them to your cutting machine if you have a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette and a Brothers Scan and Cut. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. I should have put that on silent. Shh, that didn't happen. They're scalable files, so you can make big albums and you can make small albums. You can make other sorts of things as well. But I wanted to show you a flip through of the one that we made on camera. So I put that one to the side and let's have a little look. So I did actually try and embellishing this on camera, and I'm not sure how it went. Well, I haven't edited that one yet, but anyway, this is the SVG file. Or this is the size that it comes in if you don't change the size of the album, the files at all. So it's 7 inches by 7 inches with a 3-inch spine. So this baby's pretty chunky because I've done lots in here so that I could show you all of the different ways that you could use all of the different pieces. So let's open her up, and I've just done a ribbon closure. These flowers I had made from Broderie, I think it's called, and that was quite fun to do, so I've made those, and then I've just included some other bits and pieces. This is a chipboard piece that I can't remember where it came from, and then this frame is part of the SVG file, so, and there's another one in here that you'll see as well. So if we open up, on the inside cover is this accordion pocket or accordion envelope, so that opens up, and I've just done a policy style, and it opens up, and then you have masses of room in there to put in any extra bits and pieces, so that's in there. Then the SVG files come with lots of different inserts, and so these are some examples of the different sizes, and these are the ones with the fancy edges. And you can also make albums that don't have the fancy edges, and you can also make them bigger or smaller. Here's a quick little example. This is one that I've made for my little puppy. It's a little puppy, so I've got a little album. Used exactly the same files, but I didn't use the lacy edge pieces. I just used the plain edge pieces to make exactly the same thing. And I scaled it all down to make a little one. So cute. Okay, and so then I love starting off my albums with doors. I just love them. So this one here, I have just used a little tag to hold them closed, and I put vellum in these ones so they open up like this, and then there's a nice big spot there for your photos. So you could put one big one in there or lots of little ones, do whatever you like. And then every page is a pocket page, so it comes with this insert here. I'm too lazy to mat the back. I was running low on paper as well. Things got a bit grim towards the end. So, oh, I should mention the paper, shouldn't I? So I use a digital collection. I use Knitwit's collection called Always and Forever, and it's a digital download, and I'll put the link to that one in the description box as well. I like to print them out in this sort of wallet size before I start, so I can easily choose the different, or look at the different designs and decide which ones I want to cut out. These also come with lots of bits of ephemera, so I just printed that out as well so that I could see what I might want to use. So that's the Knitwit's collection. And then I use this Recollections cardstock in cream, 65 pound, and I use that for all of the pages and envelopes and pockets and things like that. And I started to run out of that towards the end as well, so some of my inserts, you can see, are a different colour altogether, but I actually think that works really well, so just provides a bit of variety. So the pages themselves also have this decorative edge, and that's from the SVG files. So my Cricut just cut that out for me, and it fits perfectly to size. I didn't have to do anything, just cut it out and stuck it down, and it just, you know, finishes it off nicely. So on this second page, where we've used the SVG pieces to make this little pocket little booklet. So there's I think four pages here, and then this last one is also a pocket under here, so we could put something in there as well if we needed to. And as you can see, the mats all match size really nicely. And then we can open this one up, and it flips out. And on the side here we have a pocket, and in that pocket I've got a couple of tags, and those tags come with the SVG files as well. And you can see everything is, I've gone crazy girly, feminine, pretty, and done all sorts of the fancy lace edges. So here we have a belly band, and then we have this lacy edge mat that slides under the belly band, and I've just decorated the mats with some cutouts from that Knitwits collection, and I've covered pretty much everything in glossy accents because I love it. So that's that page, and then that one just ties up. So you could use magnet, or you could do a little tag on, you know, to hold it all together, but I like the seam binding. So this page here, and here's this binding mat here, so they also come as an SVG file, and that just finishes off that center part for you nicely as well. So here I've used the corner pockets on each side, and again there's some more of those tags in there that come with the SVGs. And then when you flip it out, we have a sort of side insert here, and then we have this little sort of half circle that you can use as a tuck spot. And again we've got the side insert on the pocket. This is another page which flips out, so this one flips out. There's that half circle that again I've used as a tuck spot. I think that looks really cute and effective. Here we have a flip that opens up with a pocket underneath, with a pocket here, and then there's just a tag in it, or an insert there, and that folds up. On this one, so this is actually a die that I have, and I just used a bit of leftover vellum from the doors that I made, and I've just popped these sorts of things throughout the album. I think that they're cute and little and sweet. So I have a die for it, but I know for a fact that you can create this yourself on Cricut Design Space, or I think I even have some in the Cricut Access, so you can easily make something like that yourself. So we have another insert, and then it's holding down this flap which is in this pocket here. So then these two open up this way. We have this accordion sort of fold out that goes like that, and underneath we have this big area here that you can put photos in, but I've just stuck a couple of tags in there, so that folds up like so, and then this one folds up, that one folds up, and that one slides in there. Another side insert again. Here we have a policy envelope, so this one opens up, and this is just it's actually a pocket, and I've just cut the sides off to make it into the top of my envelope. So there you go, and then there's another insert tag in there, and that one I've just used these sort of policy envelope style, I don't know, do they have a name? Closure? Right, but it flips out, and then under here we have these pieces. This is actually one of the doors, but I've cut the tabs off the side and made it into a belly band, so we can slide this insert in there. And then this piece underneath here is also a pocket, but I've cut the tabs off the side, and I'm using it again as another belly band, and we've got an insert in here as well. And then we've got this little pocket on the front with an insert in there. So that's a cute little page with that envelope. Then we have a waterfall. So I've just used the seam binding, and it just flips up, and so these are pockets, but they can also be used as a waterfall. And of course I could have sized that bigger so it took up the whole page, but I kind of like how cute and dinky it is. So they just flip over like so, and it comes with the mats and the little mat pieces to go in there. So it's all been cut out for me on my Cricut. Did I mention I love my Cricut? So it's a really expensive craft tool, and I wanted to make sure that I used it to its full advantage. So I created these SVG files, which means that I can create these things so easily with my Cricut, and I'm making full use out of it. So here we have a corner pocket, and we've got some inserts in there, and with some of the pocket pieces I've made these little glassine bags, which is super cute. Look at those. And then we've got some inserts there, and that one flips out, and I've used those half circle pieces here to make a sort of a corset kind of a thing. I'm not sure about that gold. Might have to change that. And then a flip out here, and this time I've just attached everything with a little swirly paper clip rather than having anything, a pocket or anything like that. On this side we've got two little envelopes, and they're so cute. I haven't actually put anything in them yet, but they just open up like that, and there's a little spot in there for you to put anything that you'd like to, and I've just used these kinds of closures. And then they open out. I've just used little Velcro tabs up the top and the bottom here, and then these flip out as well, so you can put photos on the back of your envelopes, and you can put photos on both sides of these flips. And then there's also this large area here where you can put photos, or you know, using the SVG files, you could put another pocket, you could put a corner pocket, you could put a belly band, anything, because it will all fit. So then a couple of tabs in there, tags in there, and that one closes up. Another side insert again. Next page, it's getting pretty chunky now. We've just got a little dinky pocket here with a little tag that fits in there, and this flips open, and here's one of those frames that I was telling you about. Again, I've changed it. Oh, did I tell you? I can't remember. I think I did. I've changed the shape to make it more oval than round, and I've left the top open so that I can slide a picture in there if I want to. And then on this side of the pull out or the flip, I've left a spot here so you can slide your pictures in here if you'd like to. And this has also got transparency on it, so that's cut out one of the SVG files, and again my Cricut cut it out, so I didn't have to try and work out how to do that border or anything like that. Here's another waterfall. This time I haven't used the lacy pieces, I've used the straight edge pieces, and instead of going down the page I've gone across the page, just something different. I like waterfalls. I think they look pretty. So again, it's got the binding or the mats that go on that little piece here, so it's all done. And these little pieces here are part of the SVG files as well, with the mats on them. Again, another side insert. And then there's the last page. And on this last page, I've got another one of those little glassine bags that I made, and it's just using two of the pockets. And I've just joined them together, and I just used some tracing paper that I had printed on. And then we have this insert here that slides into this belly band and holds down this flip, so I just lift that up, and then this opens up. Now here's a mistake I made. I put this on, but it's actually holding that down, so I probably didn't even need to use an insert, but anyway, so just kind of have to just give it a little push like that. But I should have put that flower around a different way. Anyway, that flips up, so there's some space there for another photo, and then there's a pocket here with inserts inside. Again, all of these pieces come in the SVG files. So I'll just close that one up. I'll just squish it over. Tried to make, I made that look harder than it had to be. And that slides in and holds that down. And we have a little bag, because we can. Then on the back page, I've just kept it simple. I've just used a little corner pocket and popped some more of those tags in there. So I think it's super cute. It looks gorgeous. All the flowers are from the collection, and I have just cut them out on my Cricut. I backed them on a bit of cardstock, or some of them, because I just think it looks nice. I used a bit of shimmer pen on most of them, and then covered them all in glossy accents, and they've all got different little stick-on don't want to's, or whatever it is that you call those. All of my inserts, I have got these little eyelets, and the eyelets themselves were silver, but I have just gone over them with a little bit of gold alcohol ink, Tim Holtz alcohol ink in the gold, just so that they sort of match a bit more. Seam binding or ribbon I've used on most of the mats as well. And so that's it. So thanks very much for sticking around and having a look at my album. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It was a real labour of love. I really went all out on this one, because I wanted to show you how you could use all of those pieces to make a really stunning album if you wanted to. But not to forget that it doesn't have to be this fancy, and you could make every page nearly exactly the same and it'd still look fabulous. The little dog album that I've made is just about all the same, nearly the same all the way through, and I just haven't finished embellishing it. But so it's got doors at the front, because I always do doors at the front, but it's just got corner pockets, side inserts, and then it's got flips and corner pockets, flips, bottom pockets. That's all I've done pretty much all the way through this album. Look at my little guy. Isn't he gorgeous? Has he had a bath? And so, you know, this is a gorgeous little album, and once it's finished being embellished, it will look sensational. It will look absolutely stunning. And it's really not a super fancy design, and it's easy to do, super easy to do. So, you know, don't feel intimidated by the size of this album or how fancy it is, because it doesn't need to be like this. It does not need to be like this. But I wanted to show you how you could make it like that if you wanted to. So that's that. And the only other thing that I wanted to show you is that I also sized everything up on the Cricut Design Space and made this what I'm calling a desk organizer. And see how much bigger it is than the album. So this little album's dinky small. Same pieces, same SVG files. I've just shrunken them down. In this one, I've sized them up. So you can see this is as big as I can make it with using my 12 by 12 cutting mat on my Cricut. And then this is the album size as they come, which is 7 by 7. If you didn't change the sizes at all, 7 inches by 7 inches with a 3-inch spine. So, but this one is actually a desk organizer. Again, I haven't finished it. But so we have, it opens up, and here we have some pockets with some bits in it, same pockets, same files as I used for the fancy album, and then it opens out again, and I've got a corner pocket here, and they're the same corner pockets as here, just really big. We've got a side insert here. There's the idea of the belly bands again, so there's 2 belly bands here, and then I've made this folder that I can keep things in using some of those SVG files. Here I've used that idea of a waterfall, but this time I've attached index cards so that it's like I can keep all my lists on there, and then it's held closed with this piece here, and this is actually a pocket, but I've cut the tags off, and now it's you know, part of holding my waterfall together. Then flip it over here, it's just that normal pocket again, and here's a couple of envelopes, and they're the same kinds of envelopes as what's in the album, just bigger. I just sized everything up. So awesome. There's a side pocket. So it's that pocket, but I just put it on its side, open it up, and I've just made myself this writing book, basically, booklet with some lined paper. And it's a brilliant size. It's about A5 size, I guess. And that just slides into this pocket here. And that's some of the SVG, a couple of the pockets, and I've just cut the tags off, joined them together, and it's matted and everything, just using those SVG files. There's just a couple of inserts there. And again, here's another big pocket so I can hide my bills in. And it all folds over and closes up like that. And I used exactly the same SVG files. So anyway, I blathered. I think you can tell I'm excited. Thanks very much for looking at this one. I hope that you stick around, maybe subscribe and have a look at some of the things. I'll try and make some more videos on how I've used SVG files. Thanks very much for your time today, guys. See you soon. Bye.